Well, hello everyone. Pastor Steve Wilson here. Hey, we're on the Oregon coast where we get to see the ocean and have a wonderful time. Hope you're all enjoying yourself back in Saddlebrook today. Hope the weather's fantastic for you. We'll be back in town shortly. But hey, I wanted to visit with you today about something that really has troubled me for a while, and it's something I struggle with. I know we all do, and that's judging one another. You know, it's so hard when we see something and we think something about someone. We don't even know them. We have no idea. We were checking in here at the desk when we came, and there was a couple of people checking in, and I thought, boy, I hope we get that person, because that other lady there, she looks kind of grumpy to me, and I just, somehow I prejudged her, and yet, you know who we were given? We were given her to check in with. And you know what? What a delightful person she was. Oh my goodness. I had prejudged her, and you know, this is just common, it feels like, for us. You know, the Bible is really clear about it. Matthew 7, 1 through 5. Do not judge, or you will be judged. For in that same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure that you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank that's hanging out of your eye? Well, how can you say to your brother, hey, let's take care of that speck before, when you haven't even done anything about the plank in your own eye? You hypocrite. Boy, the Lord is really convicting here. First take that plank out of your own eye, and then we can worry about what's in your neighbor's eye. So, you know, we have to look at our own life as well. I was, again, looking at a story the other day about a young black man who was in Athens, Georgia. He was a senior on their football team, and he was having difficulty reading. And he went into a Barnes & Noble, and he was just looking at some books maybe he could take a look at. And a lady came up. She was in her 50s, a white lady, and they get to talking a little bit. He shares his story with her. He kind of judges a little bit about her. She judges a little bit about him. But then they understand their story. He's struggling. She says, why don't you come to my book club? And so he does. He comes to her book club, and those ladies there's about 15 of them. They help him learn how to read. They find out a little bit more about society they didn't know anything about. Well, little did they know, they were talking to an All-American wide receiver with the University of Georgia on their way to a national championship. He was drafted by the New England Patriots, won a Super Bowl ring last year. He invited that book club to be a part of his celebration. And even today, when he's back in that town, he goes to the book club and enjoys those people. They would have never gotten together because they had judged one another. But you know, the Lord brought them together. And what an exciting story that is. We miss out on so many things in life because we judge someone else for a certain situation. Let's practice to be open for whatever the Lord has for us this week and for the rest of our lives.